Hello, wonderful people. How are you? It's beautiful to be back with you. Today I'm going to do a couple of things. Well, I'm going to do a number of things, in fact. I'm going to share some stuff that I've raided out of my cupboard. And I'm also going to tell you about something I've been doing. And I've held it back. I didn't want to share it because it's just not something that you share. But today is the time. I'll tell you all about it on the other side. So a bit of interesting news. I don't know if any of you know Richard Vobes. Richard has a YouTube channel that's just growing exponentially at the moment. And he's done some absolutely sterling work to very much help mainstream to wake up. You know, and he's done a wonderful job. Well, I just watched a video of his. I've been following him for a long time, but in which he talked about possible connection with guides and possible downloads of information. So I reached out to him just to say, hey, Richard, what you might be going through, I'm kind of in that same place. So, and he's answered back, way, because I know he's a very busy man. And so we've got an appointment together. We're going to talk and record the conversation on the 22nd of May. So I'm very excited about that. Okay. All right. So let's just get down to business. Across the years, I have tried just about everything in terms of alternative stuff. Okay, really, I've tried just about everything. I'm not scared to give something a go. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was saying that she's very similar, that she was trying, by the way, the friend is Louise. Hello, Louise. And she was saying she's tried everything. And when I talk to her, and I'm aware, she's tried loads of stuff. Yeah, alternative stuff. And she says, most times when I try it, I don't feel any different. It's like, really? You know, when you read about it, I mean, everything you read about it, oh my God, this is going to change my life. This is going to make me feel wonderful. And then you try it. And then nothing happens. Why? Well, I think it has to do with you being okay. You see, the place of okayness is okay. When you're okay, you're okay. When you haven't got any pain, you haven't got any discomfort, you're just kind of okay. Right? And then you take something because it's been hailed as this wonderful thing. You take it and you continue feeling okay. This is certainly what's occurred to me. And I think it's, these kind of things, these substances or whatever, when you're in a really bad place, I think they can help you tremendously. But if you're already kind of okay, then you're not really going to notice any epiphany moments. However, that has not stopped me from trying everything out. Why? Just because I want to try it. And so quite a while ago, I became aware of something that was called urine therapy. Urine. And I looked into it, obviously, as I've looked into everything, and there are lots and lots of positive comments about it. But I also saw some really dodgy stuff, like these people who were claiming, wanting to be raw vegan, and they were doing the urine therapy at the same time and doing weird stuff like pouring it into the eyes and across the face and everything. And it was weird, and he didn't look very well. So I kind of thought, well, let's see how that goes. Thought no more of it, and then you know how the universe kind of conspires, and I saw video. I saw a really positive video of somebody who had been overweight and in a very bad place, nearly on death's doorstep. They started urine therapy and they were better. People were losing weight. So I started to look into it again. Now, there's not a lot of information out there. There are some books on it, but they're not. The guy who promotes it is a little bit of a joker, and he makes jokes about it and everything. But the more I looked into it, the more I thought, interesting. And then, of course, on the Telegram chat, people were talking about it as well. We had quite a conversation, and of course, all of the jokes came out. And what I've noticed is this, that because urine therapy is not very common, everybody assumes that the one joke, which is so you're taking the piss. Yeah? That one, everyone assumes that nobody's ever heard that before. But if you actually are doing urine therapy, then you do hear that quite a lot. However, I've only told 2 people in my family that I've been doing it. And would you believe, instantly, they came back with that joke. So you're taking the piss now then, are you, Gordon? Yeah. I haven't told my wife. I'm sharing it here. She doesn't watch these videos. Because she told me not to do it. I mentioned it to her and she goes, please don't. Please don't. And it wasn't for any other reason than, you're going to smell like an old man. You're going to smell a wee. Okay? So what I've done is I have told her that I'm using it topically. Yeah? When she sees me weeing into a bottle, I'm using it topically. But basically, I've been doing urine therapy, not in a big way, once in the morning. The morning stream, the first morning stream, which I think is a little bit stronger than perhaps any other stream. And I've been doing it for about 3 months. Yeah, maybe more, maybe 6 months. What have I noticed? Not much. The truth of the matter is, I definitely have noticed that I have lost a little bit of weight. Like, it's more like I'm slightly more defined physically than I was before. Is it linked? I don't know. But you see, I'm coming from a place of, I feel really good. And I felt really good for the last, ever since I changed my diet and everything. So I'm already feeling very good. I'm not coming from death's door. So it's very difficult to measure the benefit of it. Okay? But I've been doing it, and hey, you know what happens? Once you've drunk ayahuasca, once you've ingested that, everything else is a piece of piss, literally. Everything else is a piece of piss. Drinking your own wee is a piece of piss. It's like, okay, yeah, not that bad. I mean, it's got an unusual flavour, but it's not that bad. And you know what I've noticed as well, and I'm going to tell you this is unusual. It changes temperature, because I drink it as soon as I get rid of it. It changes temperature every day. Sometimes it's warm wee. That's probably, I don't know, it doesn't offend me. But sometimes it's cold, and I think, why would that be? Coming from the same place, isn't it? Anyway, so I'm going to continue doing it for a little bit longer, I think. But I'm not sure whether I'm seeing any benefits to make it worthwhile. Right? Because, it's not a difficult thing to do. Wee in a bottle, drink the wee, Bob's your uncle. Anyway, so I just wanted to put that out there. But I have read incredible things about people coming from a very bad place to a good place. Do you know what I think it is? This is what I think it is. I think what it does, it's like giving your body, going into a loop, feedback loop, because you're putting back into your body what your body's getting rid of. This is just my opinion, okay? It's just something that came to me. And it's almost like you're giving your body the absolute data about what it needs to shift, what it needs to change, what's not going right. It's like giving it the information back. I don't know, it's like a feedback loop. But hey, could be completely wrong with that. Who knows? But anyway, I think in one way it's good news that it hasn't really made any difference to me, because that probably means that I was okay anyway. However, you just never know what you might be doing the long term. What's certainly the case, people have done it for a long time and they're fine. Yeah? So it's not life-threatening or anything like that, but just interesting. I just wanted to share it. And if I do notice anything else, I'll share it with you.